Let's delve right into the breaking news that we've been tracking here on Headlines today. 2 hours it's been since the hearing in the IPL spot fixing case has been on in the Supreme Court. Everyone had their eyes on Srinivasan. But now the petitioner's counsel, Harish Salve, has actually asked some very pertinent questions. The latest information we're getting is that Salve has argued in front of the judges that they should suspend CSK, Chennai Super Kings, in light of the allegations that have been made in the, not just in public but in separate several reports, FIRs, etc. And they should be suspended before the next season begins. Harish Salve also attacked Mahendra Singh Dhoni, the Indian captain and the Chennai Super Kings captain, in the Supreme Court, saying the captain is guilty of corrupt conduct, allegedly giving a false statement to Mudgal committee. These questions were bound to crop up. Remember, both MS Dhoni and N. Srinivasan had defended Gurunath Mayappan and his role in the Chennai Super Kings ever since he was arrested on charges of betting. Both N. Srinivasan and MS Dhoni said that Mayappan is just a cricket enthusiast. He doesn't have a deep role to play in the team. When all of us saw him sitting in the dugouts, coming out for auctions and actually having clear access to teams and their players as an owner would. And he is, of course, N. Srinivasan's son-in-law, who's the owner of the team. So that statement made roughly a year ago by N. Srinivasan coming back to bite them, because Mudgal panel report has clearly said that Gurunath Mayappan was indeed the team principal of Chennai Super Kings. Boria Majumdar, our consulting editor, Shishir Hatangri, former Mumbai captain, and Nikhil Chopra, former Indian cricketer, joining us on this discussion. Boria, the suspension of Chennai Super Kings, this is exactly what Nalini Chidambaram, another counsel for the petitioner, had told us 2 days ago after the last hearing, that this is what they're going to go for, and this is going to put the IPL season 7 in jeopardy now if the court obliges.
You are absolutely right, Shivani. This is exactly what Nalini Chidambaram told us. This is exactly what is happening now. And this is massive stuff. It is about the Indian cricket captain, it is about Chennai Super Kings, but it is also about the BCCI. It is about the BCCI that the BCCI allowed all of these things to carry on under its nose for far too long without taking any action. Now that is incredible. That is what it is all about. And Harish Salve making one point after another in front of a packed Supreme Court for the last 2 hours. Chennai Super Kings, Rajasthan Royals, Mahendra Singh Dhoni, Narayan Swamy Srinivasan, Sundar Raman, conflict of interest, IPL season 7. And the judge's response was, when he said suspension, he was asked, when is IPL starting? And he said, bang, April 16. So we are talking about 15 days from now. So this is now becoming absolutely sensational. For the first time, one skeleton after the other tumbling out of the closet.
Yes, Shishir, this is just, I mean, we kept talking about the conflict of interest, not just about N. Srinivasan, but later about MS Dhoni as well. There have been questions now raised on Sundar Raman. This is no longer about, just what the Supreme Court decides to do. This is embarrassing for all people involved. Srinivasan has still continued to brazen it out, saying, I will not quit. But Mahendra Singh Dhoni's name being taken, Sundar Raman's name being taken, this is major embarrassment. At least that should mean anything. Should mean something.
Well, it should just mean one thing, that all the king's horses and all the king's men should all fall. It's very simple. Now, this is too deep-rooted. Like I said, I'm ashamed to be part of this fraternity. And today, for once, after years, I feel ashamed that I am a cricketer. Here we have an India captain, who's probably the biggest thing that the game can give you, captaining your country, is being termed as a liar. I mean, what a bigger insult could there be for Indian cricket? And who has made it happen? It's the administrators who have supported him. They've orchestrated him to say the wrong things. That pains me more than anything. A cricketer is best at playing the game. But today, when he is compelled to lie, where is his ticker? Where is his conscience? I mean, I will always remember, we all played the game, some played it better. Right. But let's be honest, there has to be some honesty in the way you play the game. This is not honesty. I'm sorry to say, this is not honesty. And the bigwigs, the big voices of Indian cricket, the big voices who are supposed to be custodians of the game because they played the game so well, where are they today? Are they not saying something? I want to hear them, because their voices will take Indian cricket forward in the right direction. It's simple as that. They've given their hours on the cricket field, and that's more important than being an administrator. They must realize that they are the torchbearers of the future of Indian cricket, the cleanliness of Indian cricket. That's not happening. And I'm ashamed to say that I'm a part of this system that doesn't have torchbearers.
Yeah. Yeah, Nikhil, this is no longer about, just what is provable in court or not provable, what the court decides or not. This is about reputations. And the Indian captain's reputation has come under the scanner now. There may have been murmurs before, but this is in the Supreme Court. I mean, people have to take responsibility for, just what is being said in the Supreme Court.
Well, without a doubt, of course. You are, your own sort of boss. When you come out and give statements, whatever the consequences, you got to bear with it. But I guess the important thing now, Shivani, is, whatever's happened, I'm very glad to see that the Supreme Court has been able to give so much time to this, because, of course, they are worried about the game as well. They're worried about Indian cricket. And the good thing is, we want to get to the bottom now of the irregularities, whatever's happened in the IPL. My only fear was that IPL season 7 might not happen, and as a cricketer I'd want to see the tournament to go on, because it's a fantastic tournament. Because don't forget, there are lots of youngsters who put in a lot of hard work, and they'd want to go out there and play the game fair and square. But the important thing now is, the larger picture is, let me finish.
Yeah.
The larger picture here is that we need to get to the bottom of all the irregularities and whoever's involved, so that even if you don't have the tournament this year, come next year, you have a fair and square, absolutely clean IPL. I don't mind, giving it a miss this year.
Absolutely. The question is that for the larger good, is one season too big a price to pay? Yes, there will be losses to certain individuals, players, there'll be losses to players, and nobody wants to see a player incurring a loss, whether it's on the field or off the field. But there's just so much muck, Boria, so much muck. Every year there is a controversy about the IPL. Every year the BCCI tells us something. There were these measures that were announced last year as well. Nobody knows what happened of them. The same measures then were announced in BCCI's rebuttal to Mudgal report. This is a problem child, as many have said. Why not just stop it for 1 year and actually get it cleaned up? The argument, if at all Supreme Court decides to suspend whether CSK or RR, do you think the season can go ahead?
I'll take 2 minutes of your time. I'll go into one specific, because you mentioned this point about measures raised last year. One measure which Jagmohan Dalmia had very proudly announced was there'll be no cheergirls and there'll be no post-match parties. 1 month back, Ranjiv Biswal was asked that, you are saying there will be cheergirls and there will be cheergirls from day one. What happened to what Jagmohan Dalmia said? Quote unquote, Ranjiv Biswal said, go ask Dalmia. Now come on. Take responsibility, for God's sake. This is about Indian cricket and the BCCI. Ranjiv Biswal as IPL chairman, yet again we know whose man he is. The fact of the matter is, layer after layer after layer, it's conflict of interest, it's muck, it's murkiness. What you are saying, Shishir Hatangadi, I must commend him for the way he put it. It was absolutely brilliant. All of us associated with this system are today disappointed, are today dejected with what is going on. Mahendra Singh Dhoni, employee of India Cements, obviously he's been instructed. Mahendra Singh Dhoni going and lying in front of the Mukul Mudgal committee, and that same man is standing in Dhaka, leading the Indian cricket team in the World Cup. When the national anthem is played, we stand up because he's out there leading our country. He's a damn liar. That's what is being proven in front of the Supreme Court. Now, do you have respect for this game, which we all love? Where is this going, and who will stop it? Can you have respect, or can you have belief in the BCCI? The BCCI has done all of this over the last 2 years to take cricket where it is. It is rotten. The system is rotten beyond repair, and that's what the Supreme Court now needs to rectify. That is why Nikhil Chopra asked you, why is the Supreme Court giving so much time? That is why the Supreme Court is giving so much time, because it's the only passion that unites a billion, and that only passion is rotten.
Yes, Atit Sharma, our correspondent, is joining us from the Supreme Court. Atit, all of these questions which have been asked around in living rooms and, in the news media circle and outside of it, the cricket circles, all of these questions have been ignored in the past, but now they're being put up in the Supreme Court. There's no way that the BCCI or even the judiciary can ignore them anymore.
Exactly, Shivani, and we've been discussing, as you mentioned, these things for so long now, and it is so good that finally Supreme Court is discussing this now, and it is good for cricket if they take a big decision today. But since the argument has been going on for so long now, it's been almost 2 hours, and the discussion has moved to conflict of interest. Mahendra Singh Dhoni and Sundar Raman's holding positions in India Cements company, which is run by Chennai Super Kings owners, Mr. N. Srinivasan. So, and also questions being raised about Dhoni being honest enough. That is a big thing, and now everyone is looking forward to whether court actually comes up with a big order today, or do they, because I'm sure that the BCCI lawyers will be trying their best to move this this entire issue to some other hearing, move this issue to some other date. But as of now, if the judges are taking so long, so definitely it is quite obvious that they are taking huge interest in this, and quite likely and quite obviously so, and it is good that at least they are quite serious about this issue, this entire system, as they have observed day before yesterday. Also, they have termed it as nauseating.
Absolutely. Extremely strong questions, extremely pertinent questions being asked in the Supreme Court today. Supreme Court, kind of gave a very clear picture of what it felt about the entire scenario when it said Srinivasan sticking to his chair is nauseating and there is filth in the BCCI, and somebody needs to clean it. Let me go across to Srisha Reddy for a quick comment, because she's in Chennai. She's been tracking N. Srinivasan. Srisha, if we believe all of these things, which are questions which are being raised in the Supreme Court, this is not good news for N. Srinivasan, because the entire conflict of interest structure has been exposed in the Supreme Court.
Well, that's exactly right, Shivani, because he is under tremendous pressure. There is no word absolutely from Srinivasan on this, and even when at the time of the Supreme Court had observed this, he did not speak, and he has been trying to shy away from the media. He had been trying to talk to his lawyers to see the legal avenues are, but again, as we speak, the proceedings are still on at the Supreme Court, and it is not stopped with N. Srinivasan and the position that he holds in the BCCI, but it's much more than that. It's much more. It has touched MS Dhoni and a lot of other players. In fact, but one thing that is very clear is that MS Dhoni had said, that Gurunath Mayappan is just a principal. It's not even principal. It's just a cricket enthusiast, like how N. Srinivasan had mentioned. But it's very, very clear in the circles that's been doing rounds that he was a face of the CSK team.
Right.
And also, a few hours after this IPL spot fixing scandal broke out last year, and there was also an alteration in the Twitter handle of Gurunath Mayappan. So these are the serious things that, of course, the court is also looking into, and the strong
yes, Srisha, sorry to interrupt you there. All of this, anyways, has been has been put forth by the Mudgal committee report. There's no doubt that Gurunath Mayappan was betting and that he was giving information to Vindu Dara Singh. We have shown our viewers the transcripts that are part of the Mumbai Crime Branch report, and that he was indeed CSK team principal. Shishir, if we keep aside what happens in the Supreme Court, or what the Supreme Court says today, whether it says today, whether it says in its next hearing, whatever order comes through, what would you like to see? Now, MS Dhoni's name has been taken, and he's been called a liar, effectively, and he's Indian captain representing in the World T20?
He's captain of India, I mean, period. In Test cricket, in one-day cricket, in T20 cricket, he carries the hopes of billions of people with a sport that is as much a religion in this country as it is in a temple. I mean, if Mayappan is not a principal, then I am the Pope. Okay, that's for sure. Secondly, if he has the audacity to lie, as Harish Salve has put it in court, then really there has to be a qualification to lead the country, and it's only cricket, not your integrity, because this to me is the biggest sham of Indian cricket, that the court today, the council today, is talking about the Indian captain, Indian leader being a liar. I mean, it can't get worse than this. I'm actually shocked today, at being on a program and talking against my fraternity. I've never wanted to do that. I've hated doing that. I've always defended them. But, you can excuse lack of performance, losses. You can't excuse integrity and honesty in this game. And that's something that's been a part of the system. That's why you're called a cricketer. Today, if you're called a cricketer, it does not include honesty and integrity.
It only means your winnability on the field is what Shishir is suggesting. Shishir, very important comments you're making. I'll come back to you on what you would like to see vis-a-vis MS Dhoni now. But let me also go across to Rasesh Mandani, my colleague, who's joining us from Mumbai. Rasesh, what are the reactions you're getting from BCCI officials? This is extremely important. This is massive. MS Dhoni's name being taken, N. Srinivasan's conflict of interest being debated, Sundar Raman's name coming out, and the latest that Harish Salve has asked for Chennai Super Kings to be suspended before the next season.
You're right, Shivani. You know, these have all been open secrets, dark secrets of Indian cricket. You know, every time the media has discussed them, the BCCI has been dismissive of it. Now, all of this, whether it is Srinivasan's conflict of interest, whether it is Indian captain's conflict of interest, is now part of the judicial arguments in the Supreme Court. So, you know, this is a complete scrutiny of Indian cricket to the T. And, you know, this is exactly what the judges had said at the time when the BCCI put forth the proposal that they'll need to look at the interest of Indian cricket at large. And it seems the manner in which the arguments are going, this is exactly what has been happening. You know, we've been talking about this for donkey's years about, you know, Dhoni being the captain of India, is also the captain of the Chennai Super Kings. Chennai Super Kings is owned by India Cements. India Cements managing director is N. Srinivasan. All this, you know, varied multiple conflict of interest have been known in the public eye, but now they are all part of the judicial arguments. And like we've been discussing, you know, the captain of the Indian team, his conduct been questioned as a part of an argument put forth by the petitioners. You know, it's going to be interesting to see how the Supreme Court reacts to it, whether there's an interim order today or in the days to come. But there's no doubt that there's intense scrutiny of Indian cricket underway in Supreme Court, and it has needed this day where the apex court of the land has had to deal with issues of which should generally be dealt on the field of play.
Yes, what the BCCI has displayed so far, as Shishir was saying, that, you know, it's all okay as long as you can carry on with it. You know, your president is okay with something. What the BCCI also needs to take accountability for, Shishir, is that all of them are responsible for this. This is not just about N. Srinivasan. It's also about those who turned a blind eye, who allowed him to continue, who didn't raise a question against MS Dhoni's conflict of interest or Sundar Raman's conflict of interest. You know, you turn a blind eye to a crime, you're liable in that crime.
And you know, there were big names sitting in that governing council, you know, from time to time. I'm not sure that they were not aware of what was happening. Where is their honesty? Where is their honor? Where is their love for the game? You know, the game that has given them just about everything. I mean, that is something they'll carry with them to their grave, won't they? I mean, when you start devaluing what you've done on the cricket field and succumb to administrators who can buy you out with money, that's the time you can say to yourself, you know, you're as good as the man on the street, because he's also susceptible to money, to temptations. Now these are men who have delivered on the cricket field for India with the India crest. I mean, they're sitting on governing council. Are you trying to tell me they didn't know what was happening? Are you trying to tell me that they didn't know conflict of interest? I mean, I've been rejected on IPL jobs because I didn't realize why. I thought I was good enough. I thought I had qualities, but no, I think I didn't have dishonesty. I had the honesty to call a spade, and that is why I'm not in the IPL. But the fact is, I know what is happening. I've been involved. I've watched it closely from within. This is a cozy club. And you know, if you are an honest person, you're not needed there, because you're going to spill the beans sometimes. And because, you know, this is where I'm seeing that this whole system needs to be scrapped for a year. Get rid of the IPL for a year. If your intent is to clean up Indian cricket, scrap it for a year. Make sure you have a fresh start. You can cover losses in money. You cannot cover the black mark that Indian cricket has had. You have to use it well. You have to get the right people in. You have to ensure that your intent is to clean up the game. Then you will be able to do it. You cannot have cozy clubs and say that this is a game that we are running well. You're not running it well. Sorry. You are not running it well. The man on the, you know, when I was a little child, I used to go to see a wrestling game at the Vallabhbhai Patel Stadium against, you know, so-and-so versus King Kong. When I realized that King Kong was a waiter in a Chinese restaurant, I stopped going there. I don't want that to happen to Indian cricket, because there is a time it will happen if people don't take charge and clean up the system.
Very, very strong words coming there from Shishir Hadangri. He's saying if you're clean, there's no space for you in the IPL. That is why he's not in the IPL. That is why many others are not. And because if you speak out, then you are thrown out. Another critic of the IPL, Pradeep Magazine senior journalist, is now joining me in the studio. Pradeep sir, you've been very critical about the IPL. There's no, you've been very open about it. Everything that is happening today. You know, Harish Salve, first of all, raising the conflict of interest issue, saying Dhoni lied to the Mudgal panel. He's employee of, India Cements. Sundar Raman is an employee of India Cements, and that CSK should be suspended before the next season. Your take on all of this?
Well, as you know, we've been saying, a lot of people have been saying about the way IPL is functioning, the conflict of interest, which is the root cause of this problem. Unless you get to this root cause of the problem, and the root is what? The root is the board president himself. Regardless of whether he is involved or not involved, the point is this conflict of interest comes from the top and then spreads across. Like if Dhoni today is being questioned in the Supreme Court, the Indian captain, which itself should be embarrassing for everyone,
yes,
regardless of whether he is guilty or not guilty. The fact that he is part of a team, works for that team, the board president owns that team, he's India captain, would automatically lead to these kind of allegations. So our take, my take right from the beginning was that IPL, the way it has been constructed, is nothing but like everyone says today, that it's a cozy club. And in fact, it was media itself. I felt the media itself did not realize it at that time. It played along with as if there is nothing wrong with IPL. It's only once Lalit Modi and Srinivasan fell apart and the problem came with the Shashi Tharoor problem came in, that the whole bubble bursted and people suddenly realized that there were so many wrong things happening. So we all needed to be responsible, and now finally it has come down to India's highest court to save cricket from further embarrassment.